Alrighty. Do you believe we are live? In that case, welcome everyone. Welcome back to Among the Embers, where we have a familiar face back with us.
I live.
Dr. Chankis Dargath, who, storyline-wise, rejoined the Nightingale at the beginning of this mission, but has been busy, I don't know, putting his medbay back together after someone else messed it up.
Repainting it.
Anyway, our lovely Tellarite Doctor has been absent for some time, busy with real-life shenanigans. And in that spirit, we're going to have a slightly extended what happened last time. So, who would like to give a brief overview of the season so far?
What's the last thing you remember, Red?
Oh, good question. We had a fight with some Klingon birds of prey that we didn't think belonged to the Klingons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he only was really with us for the first episode.
That's going back to the beginning.
Yeah, and then I think we crossed the border and someone didn't like that, and that's, I think, about as far as I got before the new job kicked in.
Alright, well, I will give you a potted overview then. So, various things happened in Season 1, the important ones being running into a mercenary group called Blackthorn League and trying to get all of the various Romulan factions to work together, which was aided by the fact that someone tried to assassinate all the leaders. And the finale of Season 1 was taking down the leader of Blackthorn, a particularly unpleasant Betazoid named Sasina Luki, who it turned out was working with some mysterious, shady aliens who were responsible for the Hobus disaster.
Those meanies.
Oh yeah. Since then, the Nightingale has been involved with trying to find out more about these strange and horrible people, and working alongside with the Romulans, most of whom are working together and friendly to you now. The most important group being an organization called Phoenix, the Phoenix Convocation in full, which is being run by Empress Janatra and Admiral Sela, which is basically means you can be sure that they've got their own particular agenda at play, but for the moment everyone is busy trying to make sure that these aliens, the Crusaders, don't mess everything up.
Good plan.
Since then, we have discovered that the Crusaders are energy-based life forms. It's heavily implied that they weren't always such. And they appear to be some kind of space vampires who suck the life force out of people. And they also have been around for a very long time, at least 600,000 years and probably more. And they have a real superiority complex going on.
And during some of this, we set up our own Romulan interlude crew.
Indeed. And we'll be seeing the Firehawk again at some point. But for now, the most recent events, the Nightingale managed to track down the lead Crusade warship currently in this universe, which is trying to bring the rest of the fleet over from theirs. The Eternal Sun, under one Matriarch Vandrix. The Eternal Sun was heavily damaged by a black hole and had to slink off with its tail between its legs to essentially take a Romulan colony hostage while it conducted repairs. The Nightingale subsequently arrived on this colony by request and split up into two groups. The crew aboard the Nightingale were attempted to deal with the Eternal Sun itself by using a viral pulse to disable its systems. And the away team on the ground first created an extensive jamming field to prevent the Crusaders from communicating with each other properly, and then moving in to rescue the hostages. Neither of these two missions quite went as planned. Up in space,
the viral pulse was effective, but we almost turned the Nightingale into a Masakan temple.
Indeed. The viral pulse accidentally linked the computers of the Nightingale and the Eternal Sun together. And this was a bad thing, because it turns out that Crusade computers and Crusade ships work on a very different principle, which seems to be very similar to a mysterious probe discovered by the Enterprise D about 20 years ago. Specifically, it transforms matter into other things. And as a result, part of engineering was turned into a temple wall, among other things.
Huh.
Yes, and so Vintot and Pharrell had to use the holodeck and essentially turn themselves into a computer virus to investigate the Eternal Sun.
Yep, they managed to unlink the two computers, restore the Nightingale to normal, and also discovered the Crusaders' next big target. They have some grand plan in the Beta Lankal system in Klingon space. So that's exciting. Meanwhile, on the ground, now we're getting stuff which our viewers will not be familiar with, because this happened after hours, as it were. Lieutenant Commander Naz, our trusty Gorm, Lieutenant Commander Basan, rather, I beg your pardon, led several security teams deep into the headquarters building that the Crusade had commandeered. Once in there, Naz challenged the Crusade leader, Vandrix, to a duel, essentially. And
a battle of the fates.
After getting the crap beaten out of her, and getting a pretty nasty stab wound, with nothing but brute Gorn fists, she successfully beat Vandrix down into the ground, and sufficiently impressed the Crusader that Vandrix agreed to withdraw and leave the hostages behind. And last we saw there, the Crusade ground forces were boarding their shuttles to head back up into orbit.
Oh, not a good thing.
Yes, we still got one more confrontation.
Yep, the Nightingale is back in order. Yay. But you still have a Crusade warship to deal with, which,
So I should be in sickbay getting ready for inevitable broken arm.
well, you have both Vintot and Pharrell showing up with second-degree burns.
Oh my gosh! Right, okay.
Yes, because during our time,
we ran into Crusader antivirus programs.
Let's just say it was a shocking experience.
Yeah, I'm going to be knocking them out if they use lines like that.
Oh, we missed you.
But more or less, better way to say it is that our experience in the holodeck turned off the safety protocols.
Strong words with you about that.
No, we didn't do that. The program did that.
Well, don't you have strong words in general?
My children are awake.
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
All right. So, Commander Bassan, the situation on the ground appears to have been concluded with. And it would appear that the jamming fields which you created are beginning to dissipate. So you can, in fact, contact the Nightingale.
Oh, goody. Away team to Nightingale.
Nightingale here. What's your status, away team?
The Crusade has retreated to their shuttles and are returning to their vessel. We have no casualties, but medical and counseling teams will be necessary planet-side.
We can dispatch them once we're done dealing with this ship. Can you get up here post-haste?
Yes, I believe we can arrange that. Do we require use of the shuttle, or are the transporters online?
The officer at the ops station glances over. I believe we should be able to transport into the security teams up, sir.
Beam them up.
There we go.
Oh, lovely.
Oh yeah, I have all the sound effects now.
Yes.
Alrighty, Naz, you're back aboard, and well, you have a nasty gash and a lot of blood on your uniform, but you should be fit for duty.
Because they're being a Gorn, does he even notice?
Who, Nas? Only so long as she stopped the bleeding. Otherwise, no.
That's Gorn of you. Alrighty, so you're returning to the bridge, I assume.
Yes.
She doesn't want to get that wound stitched up.
Sick bay to transporter room. Tell that giant lizard to check in before she heads upstairs.
I suppose it would be rude to ignore a request from the chief medical officer.
Wasn't a bloody request, Greeny. Get over here now.
Oh, I miss our good doctor.
Oh yeah. I think he's one of the longest serving crew on the ship, actually. He's a Dominion War veteran, isn't he?
Yes. Yeah. Not necessarily on that ship, but yeah, from
I
about.
don't think we missed one thing we didn't tell him. We no longer have the giant torpedo tube above his head.
Oh yes, the Nightingale was
the
refitted.
tactical pod has been replaced with the sensor pod.
Oh, good.
Alrighty.
So what's the doctor's like still is like patching up from Pharrell's and Vintot's burn wounds?
Yep, this is going to be some control medicine checks.
Okay.
From our doctor.
Push that one.
If I remember
So
right, this might
it's-
actually be the first time you ever actually had to make any rolls.
It's the first time I've had to do medical rolls, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this says, do you remember how the character sheet works?
Hang on. Alright, push the little widget. No, that widget.
You may have to double character sheets have been kind of wonky.
Right, so, attributes. Ooh, let's see. Doctor-y stuff. Well, clearly medicine.
Yep, control medicine.
Control.
Alrighty.
Control medicine.
This is going to be, you're looking at a task roll of 2. Yeah, standard. Unless you want to pay for more dice, but it's difficulty 1, so you wouldn't really need to.
Okay, I won't.
And you do not have a focus here.
I think I pressed no. Did that work?
Did, nice.
3 successes.
And that actually capped out your momentum. You're up to 6 momentum, guys.
Woo!
So yeah, dealing with the burns it's easy. It's just a bit of demo regeneration, really. And when that giant lizard comes in, goodness.
Pharrell looks. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
Pharrell looks over at Nas like, "What the hell happened to you, big girl?"
Had a fight with the matriarch.
Demo regenerator. Now, come here.
Pharrell's eyes
That really
widen.
looks like it hurts. Bentot says some other bio bed with the nurse.
Pharrell
No.
widens his eyes. Huh. Damn, girl.
It's not particularly painful. It could have been far worse.
Yeah, you're looking at an injury which should quite possibly have left most species bleeding out. But that's Gordon for you.
I would very much like to hear about this fight once all this is over.
I'll arrange a proper debriefing after our current situation is handled.
Meanwhile, on the bridge. The science officer says a few words that you probably shouldn't really say while you're on duty.
Oh boy.
Captain, I think the Eternal Sun is powering up again.
Alright, shields up, weapons ready. Let's make an approach.
Oh, it's time.
So Pharrell and Ventot are already on the mend, right?
Yep. Nope, you're all good to return to duty.
Alrighty. So Pharrell's gonna make his way back to the bridge ASAP.
Of course, as soon as Bentot hears the klaxons go
Klaxons.
off or red alert, he goes, "Okay, going to the bridge."
Alrighty. So, yes, and now as I assume that you're heading to your station as well? Naz,
Deck.
Yeah,
are you returning to your station?
if the doctor will let me go.
Only because you asked nicely, Greenie. Those will heal better on their own than any technology. Off you go.
The doctor just wants to ride a large lizard. Give him his chance. Not going to have many.
Just wanted a quick scan, make sure they hadn't gone through that second layer of skin. But no, you're huge and a dinosaur, so you'll be fine.
Excellent.
Stop licking your lips at the nurses. Off you go.
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh, I've missed you.
So, quick reminder to everyone what the thing you're facing looks like.
Oh, we've got pictures of baddies.
Yes, we should still have like a view screen image. Yep, that's it right there.
This was technically from last episode, hence the black hole, but
Yeah, it still works.
I mean, nothing wrong with it.
Oh.
oh yeah, and I'll throw that one up there as well for Red's benefit.
I would like to take her to dinner.
Well,
Or would she eat me as dinner? I don't know.
probably. Although, I mean, when she got up from was beating the crap out of her, she did say, you know, you should really join our side. So I don't know, maybe Naz has maybe she's lost from the giant lizard. But anyway, yes, the Eternal Sun is powering up, and looks like it's probably preparing to leave that dockyard.
Pharrell relieves the acting science officer from the station and runs a scan on the Crusade ship.
Alrighty.
Ventok goes to the op station. What is the status of the Nightingale at this moment?
Nightingale is ready to go.
Like, is there anything slightly damaged or
Nope.
thing we need to know? Okay, good. Good job,
No,
engineering teams.
Well, I mean, you haven't really. For once, the Nightingale hasn't really taken any damage this episode. Well, that's probably about to change.
The only thing that really happened was having a sustained deflector pulse, which kind of messed with her power levels, but that's kind of returned to normal now.
Yep, everything has recharged.
Well, I can say Ventok
so-
was 100% sure that everything came back fully repaired after the whole situation of an EPS panel turned into a wall.
Which is awkward. Alright, so yes,
Reasons-
Pharrell. This is
Reason
going to be
science?
Reason Science. Need a volunteer to roll for the Nightingale?
The science. I think I'm good at science. 4.
Well, you're gonna be rolling. You would be rolling for the ship.
Oh, never mind then. I understand the game.
Well, you're a returning player, so it's understandable if you be a little bit sluggish.
Make a mistake every other turn. I'll be quiet now.
Oh, good.
So since I'm working with my science station, would I use my computer's focus?
No.
Oh.
That's only if the topic is computers, not if what you're using as a computer.
Oh, okay, right.
What's the ship rolling?
Ship is rolling, census plus science. This is difficulty 0.
What was that noise?
That's 1 success.
Hey.
And 1 for the ship. Alright, so that is... You have all the things, actually. So that is 2 momentum, plus you've got a bonus momentum for your advanced sensor suite, so you basically got 3 momentum to spend on questions in addition to the basics, so...
So what does my initial scan turn up?
As far as you can tell, the Eternal Sun systems are spooling up back to full. Their shields are back up, which are blocking some of your scans. It looks like they might be powering weapons.
Okay, first question. Is there any residual effects from my viral pulse?
It does look like they do seem to be a little sluggish. Like they might be having difficulty getting everything to work efficiently.
Alrighty. Trying to think of 2 more questions.
Could also spend those 2 to create an advantage.
Okay, yeah. I'll do that.
Alrighty. So you scan the Eternal Sun, and you take advantage of the fact that its shields and jamming systems are not fully back up to really map out the ship, which means that it should be a lot easier to probe it for any weaknesses in its shields or armor or whatever in future. Basically, you're going to have an easier time with scan for weakness from now on.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Okay. Pharrell looks up from his station. The Eternal Sun doesn't seem to be fully operational, per se. There's still some residual effects from my viral pulse. As such, it's left him a bit sluggish, and it's left some vulnerabilities that we can exploit.
Commander Bazan, your suggestions?
They don't seem interested in surrender.
All right. Have we been able to find any weak points? Any vectors for attack?
Well, Naz, you could go for a tactical analysis on the thing based upon what you know of Crusade technology.
Yeah, actually, let's do that.
Alright, so this will be an insight security check.
Alrighty. Difficulty?
Let me just calculate that. TSD. Alright, so you're going to be looking at a difficulty of... So it'd be 1 basic, +1 for alien design, +1 because you haven't dealt with anything like this before, so difficulty of 3.
Okay.
You got a full thing of momentum.
Yeah, I think pulling 1 is a decent idea. I'd say shipboard tactical if it were a more common ship, but since it's kind of unique at the moment.
I'm kind of limiting that focus to your weapon systems in particular, because otherwise it's a little too broad.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, then.
So,
Ooh.
Oh. Well, I had to make up for it sometime.
Yeah, after rolling 10 damage with an unarmed attack last time.
Yeah. That.
That's more damage than I've seen some people roll with a rifle.
Well, I mean,
you,
Nas is a Gorn, so.
I mean, you took a shot at Vandrix and only did 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I will tell you a few things, which are just basically self-evident. The Eternal Sun is not a small ship. It's roughly the size of a Galaxy class.
So just a little bit bigger than us.
It's a bit bigger than the Nightingale. And from what you know of Crusader weaponry, it's entirely possible that they're going to have some... that they're going to be quite effective against shields. Just because you know that they have a fondness for energy dampening and energy draining stuff.
Not to mention one shot, one kill torpedoes.
Indeed, you do know all about those trans-dimensional torpedoes.
Yeah, Yeah.
It's a good thing we still have those shields that have been devised.
That's what I was about ready to ask. Is all of our countermeasures, is that still up?
Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah, basically the way that I've designed these things, and the way that they're balanced, it assumes that their opponents have those countermeasures at this point, because otherwise it would be horrible.
Sounds fair enough.
Yes, you're also aware that they do seem to have some pretty advanced transporter technology. First time you ran into Vandrix, she was beamed out in the middle of a nebula with no one having any clue where the ship was that she went to.
That was back on the Blackthorn headquarters planet, right?
That's correct.
Yep.
The last race you've run into which had that kind of ability was the Dominion. But in terms of specific details,
Not much.
Yeah, no. Just based upon the design and from a few assumptions of yours, you think that you know some possible weak spots you could shoot for. And it does appear that the ship is still at least partially damaged from its last encounter with a black hole.
From that black hole cluster.
Mm-hmm.
I think, Captain, that fighting this vessel will be not an easy proposition. But I don't think we will be given a better chance.
They're still reading as damaged, so we should still have a fighting chance against them. I'm not saying a decent fighting chance, but a chance nonetheless.
The Eternal Sun is beginning to pull out of its dockyard. It's now or never. What is the call, Captain?
Bear with me. We choose to defend this colony and this planet, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. All engines forward. Let's engage.
Here we go. We have now entered combat time. Alrighty. Let's see. Actually, no. Confusing you. Alrighty, so you have the 5 of you plus an NPC Helm Officer while around for you. And then you have the Eternal Sun. Who wants first turn?
I would like to take a moment to deploy security teams to essential shipboard areas.
Deploy security is in fact an action you can take. So you want to go first?
Oh, it's an opposed task.
Well, it would be if there was anyone aboard.
Okay, so this would be more, I guess, create advantage or something like that.
Yeah. Check. So create advantage is difficulty 2.
Oh, okay. I would like. Let's see. Focus. Yes or no? Team dynamics.
Go for it.
Sweet.
Actually, what's the fancy thing you get as chief of security?
I think it's an advantage I always have in.
Roll chief of security, advantage of security detachment. So yeah, you're actually at difficulty 1.
Oh.
So hey, cool. You got to full momentum.
Yay!
Let me make a note of this. Security advantage. Cool. I'm just stacking up all of the advantages and complications here. 3 in play already. All right. So, that's your turn done.
Yep.
The Eternal Sun. Is going to go ahead and plus course out. Hold on. Let me. Sure, we don't actually have a map down here. I feel like. Alright, yeah. You know what? This will do.
Pharrell is at his science station working on something while everyone's preparing for battle.
I'd say Vintant is giving a quick emergency repair teams prepare for emergency damage.
Alright. So, alright, yeah. These things are a little strange. Okay. So they're gonna shunt a little bit closer. Alrighty. Back to you guys.
I would like to try my viral pulse again, but in a more controlled manner.
Okay.
Because here's my reasoning for this. Pharrell just had a little bit of time to really get an in-depth look at their systems, and when he was playing Virus. And two, I've just used him like off to the side to like make some recalculations to his viral pulse calculations.
All right.
I'll give an opposing viewpoint. I'd rather not have our ship turn into it, start transforming again, Captain.
Well, Ferelden has not said anything in character. Lazu has to say about that.
I thought you were actually making the
No
request to do it. Okay.
He will after I hear what Lazu has to say about it.
And then you'll hear Ventot's opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you can certainly do it.
But
if it'll be is another question. But it's the power that you have.
what kind of difficulty would I be looking at? I'm assuming it'll be a higher difficulty than before, seeing how they might be prepared for it.
What you'd be looking at would be yeah, you'll be looking at a... Let's go with a control science check, I guess. And you will have the ship assisting you, but it will be an opposed check this time.
Alright, what's my difficulty at?
Difficulty is 2. So you'll have to beat that and their check.
Not what I was expecting, but okay. I was gonna
let me roll for them to work out exactly what the what is. So you know what? No, that doesn't actually make sense. So scratch that. In order to get this to go off again, I don't actually remember what the check was last time. But you'd be looking at a difficulty of... Looking at a difficulty of 3. Control science assisted by... this is... I'm trying to remember what the deflector is actually. I want to say the deflector is... Yeah, the deflector goes under engines, so this would be science engines.
Alrighty. I would like to use my determination for for my insatiable curiosity in this instance.
All right. That feels like a stretch, just a bit.
Because. No.
Are you gonna add something, Lazu?
You need to justify it, don't you?
Yeah, you need. I'm not entirely sold on that value, so.
Alright, so.
Why?
Well, after. The best I can come up was that after Pharrell's time as acting as a virus, that he's curious about another application of this viral pulse.
I don't know, I just feel a little bit detached under the circumstances.
Okay, yeah, then never mind about that. Okay. I'm gonna take a momentum for our third die.
Okay.
I assume my quantum physics focus applies.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Oh, crap.
Oh dear.
What did you do?
Well, I don't have any complications, but... Let's see what the ship rolls. Yes. Engines plus science.
You all need a crit.
Oh.
Alright, so the... Going to need to drain some of your power for this as well. And so that will take you down to 9. So, the deflector fires again, Earth into the eternal sun, and there
Nothing
is no
happens.
appreciable effect. They, fool me once, shame on me.
Fool me twice, shame on you.
Mm-hmm. So...
No, it's actually fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me.
Thank you, it is. You know what I mean.
Yes.
Anyway, would you like to keep the initiative or pass it back to the Crusade?
Does anyone want to do something before letting the Crusade go? Hello?
I'm good. Not that I can do anything. I'm not even on the bridge.
How about you, Vintot?
And we have 5 momentum?
Yes.
Yeah, 5 momentum.
How much is it to keep?
Isn't it 2?
2 momentum to keep the initiative.
I'm going to burn the 2 momentum and have the helm activate a attack pattern.
Alrighty.
Sorry, I stepped away from my desk for a second. I don't know what Ventok can do until something's damaged.
Well, after my little not really mess up, but ineffective deflector pulse, you can give us some more power on your turn.
You do also have where was that? Let's regenerate. No, that's actually a security check. Fair enough. Technically, you can generate more power than your maximum. Your maximum is just where it resets to. But for the moment, your Helm Officer is going to take a turn. Attack pattern. Okay, that's going to cost you a power.
Pharrell turns to the captain. Apologies, sir. My deflector pulse was ineffective this time. Should have realized that they picked up a few tricks as well.
At least we're not a flying temple.
No. And at least I didn't burn out our deflector.
Alright, this is a difficulty 2 check. Do you want to throw a momentum?
Sure.
Vinta just stares back at Pharrell after that statement.
No offense, Vinta.
Okay.
Yes!
Fucks you back up to 5. You have an attack pattern going on. Which I'm just trying to remember what exactly that does. Attack pattern. Oh, that wasn't even. Hold on, we need to roll for the ship as well. So you might get even more. Attack pattern is weapons plus con.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
then.
boy.
Man, this helmsman can make the ship dance.
Yep. She's a pretty good helmsman.
So, with the one overflow, let's burn that and the other one to hold on to momentum again.
You can only maintain initiative once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can spend 2 momentum to get another action, but the difficulty goes up. It's like you could chain that through to get an evasive action going as well, but the difficulty would go up.
Nah, let's leave it for now, I think.
Okay. Alright, so what's the Eternal Sun doing? The Eternal Sun is going to shoot you.
Naturally.
So... time to start burning some of my massive pool of threat. Ouch. Okay then. So that definitely hits. Where's my sound effects?
Yay!
Here we go.
Oh, you had to pick that. You had to pick that noise.
That's
Yes,
not
it is.
the right franchise.
And that's actually kind of appropriate for the Eternal Sun, honestly.
Okay. So gonna spend one of that bonus momentum for a recall. So that is 4. Hello.
Challenge dice.
There we go. Alrighty, that was pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
I'll say this: they know how to aim.
You have your resist. Good, so that takes it down to 6 damage.
Oh wow!
Yep, Starship Combat says ships are a lot more resilient than
Ground battles.
Yep. Alright, but you do take a breach.
Oh jeez.
And
Where to?
someone roll a d20.
I will get that. That's just a task roll, right?
No.
Or challenge dice. Oh, that. Sorry. It's been a while.
Flash roll 1d20. There we go. Okay. So, a 16 is a structure hit. So, what happens when you take a structure breach?
I get a lot more work.
Isn't that like... doesn't it like disrupt power across the ship or something?
Entire ship shudders, power conduits rupture, consoles explode, and personnel are hurled around.
Because once again, the Corps of Engineers forgot to install fuse breakers.
And don't we have to... Do we all have to...
Challenge dice.
That's what I thought.
No effect. Which basically means that no one...
Don't we all have to roll in challenge
dice? Characters have been injured. So none of your consoles exploded.
Oh. I thought everyone had to roll challenge dice to see if they got affected or not.
No, Sigma's too cool for that.
Alright, so that happens, and there's other stuff which happens with lacerator beams. There.
I hope the Romulans have reinforcements on their way.
Alright. The damage of the initial hit. +1. Okay, so you take a second hit because it's a spread attack.
Sticks.
Which is rounding up, so that's 6. Plus 1 is 7, 2 damage. So in total you take 8 shield damage.
Oh jeez.
So, minus 8 to your shields, minus 2 to your power.
Oh god.
That's the wrong one. And the Eternal Sun spends 1 to do that. And after that, they still have 1 threat left over. Over to you guys.
Ventot, you're up.
Let's return fire first.
Okay, fair enough.
Nas is already gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
Although, tell you what, if you go Bjorn, you can order Nas to fire.
Well, Ten did just went by ordering the helmsman to take evasive action.
I did not use my command action, however.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was just him telling the NPC what to do.
Fair enough.
Because the NPC gets a turn as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna use command action. Commander Bazan, return fire all weapons.
Oh, you missed the
Aye, Captain.
I believe I roll for that too, don't I?
You do in fact roll an assist.
What am I rolling for this one? Command
So this is going to be commands. Command security. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'm having a moment. Control command, sorry. Alright, so you want to use the phasers or the torpedoes?
We are at medium range, I believe.
You're at medium range.
Phasers.
Alrighty then. It's going to be control security for you, and the Nightingale will assist with weapons security. The difficulty is 3.
Oh, we
And
have.
do I get my composure focus?
Sure, I will allow it for this.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we have 6 momentum, so I think spending a point on this roll is not a bad idea.
Most definitely.
Shoot for it.
Especially when firing everything.
And the ship is security weapons.
Correct.
What?
Are you
Gross.
kidding me?
That is a load of horse crap.
That is 18, 16, 16.
Whoa.
How?
What in the hell?
Do you have determination you can use to reroll that deck?
No, I.
Naz earned a determination in the off-screen thing and burned 2.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nas was a determined Gorn.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it was, but
So difficulty was what now?
3.
Can we spend momentum for successes, or?
Nope. Let me just check quickly something.
like this is just messed up.
Yeah, that's a really rough roll. Parents, commanding officer.
Well,
So,
looked like it rolled the wrong die. That was weird.
No, it's all correct.
Yeah.
So the captain's special ability, you may spend a point of determination to grant any other character they can communicate with 1 point of determination.
There
So-
you go, deck. You have determination again.
Yay!
I think I'm just gonna re-roll all of those.
That is in fact a thing that you can do. It's pretty much the only useful thing you can do.
Yeah.
That is therefore the correct decision. Good lad.
So, which value are you using?
Oh, right, value. Hold everyone to the highest standards.
Yeah, I think that's probably setting.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's a lot better.
that gets you up to 4 successes, which gets your momentum back. By the way, how much power were you pumping into the phasers?
So, brief reminder, there's base usage, single charge, and then overcharge.
Correct. So firing a phaser costs you 1 power. You can spend up to 2 additional power to get more attack dice.
Okay. We are currently at power 6.
Yep.
Do you guys want me to spend 2? Because I would love to overcharge the phaser banks again.
Yes, all of it. All of it.
All of it. Okay.
Go for broke.
We'll have Ventot recharge it.
It's cool. If the ship explodes, the sick bay is like a disaster lifeboat. So I'll be fine.
Been the thing
Alrighty.
propane when he hears the word overcharge the phasers. Oh, great.
I think we will return tit for tat. Phaser array spread.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. You also get 2 bonus momentum because they're phasers.
Which we cannot bank, so we might as well use on this attack if possible.
That's 7 you've got there. It's 3 dice which came up 0. So you can spend 1 momentum to get that reroll.
Sure, so just reroll 3.
Something will actually function. There we go.
Yee!
That's 8, 10, 11, 12 damage. That is enough to get a breach on there.
Nice.
Ah,
Now that's really returning tit. That's really returning tit for tat.
It's not quite enough to get 2 breaches with the spread hit, but you can spend some momentum there as well.
Does the attack pattern not get us any bonuses?
The attack pattern reduces the difficulty.
Okay. We still have 1 just in the air, right?
You're
Momentum?
currently looking at... You've got 12 damage for the first hit, which is reduced to 6 because of the resists on it. Then you've got a second hit, which is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 damage currently. You can spend a second momentum to penetrate, to get some penetration in there, bring that up to two slots of 6 damage, basically.
Let's do that as well.
yeah, I like that idea.
Okay. That actually burns out their shields.
Haha!
Nicely done, sir.
Flash roll 2d20. Not 2d29. Flash roll 2d20. There we go. 2 and 8. 2 and 8. That's a computer hit and a sensor hit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Their computer's just taking a beating from all this.
Yeah, we're pretty good at fighting for a hospital ship.
Well, we're no longer a hospital ship now. We're now a science vessel.
Alright, so computer hits. Tell the officer at the internal systems or something. Use some store action. Computers cannot be used to perform or assist tasks. Anything which is assisted by this ship increases their complication range by 2. Okay, that's a thing. Sensors. Tell sensor operator to restore. Nothing can be done which will be assisted by sensors. And +1 difficulty on all attacks. Fun. Okay. Would you like to keep the initiative or pass it over?
I was going to say, yeah, keep the initiative and have Ventot do something about our power.
Yes.
Okay.
Real quick, for little RP purposes here, where were we hit last time? Like, was there like a particular section, or was it just
It was a structure breach.
a structure breach? But yeah, I'm talking about where on the ship.
It grazed the secondary hull.
Okay.
So that's the engineering section.
Okay. Alright, I'll just put it there. Alright. Engineering teams, you know what to do. Alright, and now of course I will need to roll for getting power back up. What am I rolling?
Okay. So, let's do power management. Is daring or control plus engineering with a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Now, as I recall,
I like to pull momentum for extra dice to get our shields back or get our power back up.
Most definitely.
Okey-dokey.
And I'll do daring, because daring's my higher number.
Makes sense.
Computers wouldn't help on this, would it?
Nope.
No,
I don't think it would, but there's also I really love this talent. As this is all considered to be working on a computer console, correct?
Yes, you will have all fingers and thumbs and cautious engineering.
Okay, that's what I figured. So obviously we'll have some extra momentum to spend this round after I'm done with this, hopefully.
Hopefully. Alright, that's a success.
Can I go ahead and use my cautious to reroll that 1-0?
Go for it.
Okay, I can't remember. Is that a challenge dice or is that
Yeah, just one.
It's just a task
one
die. Just
task
had it
roll?
done.
Okay, good. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Ooh.
Ah, there you go.
Alright, so power management. Okay, so that is 2 momentum which goes back into the pool, and you've got 1 bonus which you can't save. You regenerate 1 power, plus 1 for each momentum you spend.
So I'd say spend that bonus, definitely.
Bonus, yeah.
Which will get us back up to 5 power.
4.
Uh,
I already threw it in.
okay.
No, sorry. If you spend the thing, then yeah, that's 5.
Let's burn 2 more momentum, take us down to 3 momentum, and bump us up to 7 power.
Works for me.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Lovely. Alright, it is now the sun's turn. Okay.
And you said they have a breach on their computers and sensors?
Yep. Alright. I should actually check to see what their things do. Okay, so that doesn't make a difference. Oh, I forgot to use Crusade Marches. Not that they really need it. Alright, so minor action restore clears all the breach penalties. And yeah, we're gonna go for some shield regen. This is control engineering storage. Doesn't matter. So yes.
Well,
Not great, but it still succeeded. And this is +2 for the thing, for each thing. Okay, sure. Alright. Back to you guys. Let's see, who hasn't done that?
I think we've pretty much all gone.
Yep, it's just the doctor.
Hello.
Hello.
I mean, is there anything the doctor can do to help us?
I can be grumpy in its general direction.
I would think we probably have some casualties coming into sickbay.
Yep. You do have
Okay.
sickbay operations to do. So when the ship has suffered one or more breaches, which you have, characters in sickbay can choose a single department and attempt a daring plus medicine check. If successful, the next task that uses that department may reroll 1d20. Alrighty. So pick a department. So that's command, security, science, con, engineering, or medical.
Sorry, you have to say again. You got barked at by the dog.
So yes, which department of the ship do you want to focus your medical efforts on currently?
Well,
I would say
fight.
I would
It's not
say
my choice. I'm
engineering.
not the captain. I'm going to be shushy. Well, it's triage, isn't it? And we're in battle, so combat triage. So whoever's doing the shooting or can keep the ship in one piece. I like living, so engineering.
Alrighty.
Works for me.
Engineering. So this is going to be a daring plus medicine check.
Daring. I'm very daring. Oh god, no, I'm not. Oh, dear. Daring plus medicine, yes. Focus, no. Complication. Oh dear. Well, it's a whole breed.
This is difficulty 2, and you're assisted by the ship.
Difficulty 2. Does emergency medicine kick in here?
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet. Focus. Task roll. Wait, hang on. Right, so complication range 2.
Complication range 1.
1. My bad. Task roll 2.
Yep, your task roll is 2. That's the number of dice you're rolling, unless you want to find more.
Yeah, because we've got 5 momentums.
Yeah, and you need to beat that starship roll.
Yeah. Cool. Or was it bad?
It was a 0.
Please may I use a momentum?
Shoot.
Okay, takes down to 2 momentum.
Do it too.
So I put 3 now, yes, for task roll?
Yep.
And then I press the button.
Push the button.
Yes! Push the button!
Ah!
That's not
Alrighty.
terrible.
How many lives did I save?
Enough to give them a reroll.
Yay!
Unfortunately, you slipped and killed little Timmy while you were doing it.
Stop, little Timmy. I've been trying to get him off the ship since day one. That was a PC appointment, and you know it, Captain.
Oh dear.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna go ahead and eat that for threat.
I need to do what, sorry?
Alrighty, that is everyone. And that is all the Eternal Sun gets this round. They only got 3 actions this round, but they will steadily get more as the combat goes on.
Oh boy.
Because they're getting their systems back up from the virus. Alright, and you guys went last, so they get the next turn.
So just from my personal notes, I didn't do anything bad, but I didn't do anything good either, right?
No, you did some
No, you
good.
succeeded.
I succeeded. Oh, I thought I sort of middle grounded it, but okay.
No, Lazar chose to eat that convocation for threat.
Yeah. That's what happens with the 20s, is that those are complications, which the Game Master can either decide, I'm going to bank that as my I am an evil DM points for later, or can inflict some sort of, yes, you succeeded, but...
At a cost.
Yeah.
So something's going to happen later that I'm not aware of, such as...
No, Lazar ate that complication for threat, so...
Well, I mean, that's
as far as we know...
That's essentially what threat is. I'm going to do
right.
something. I'm going to do something to you later.
Right. This means I'm going to find the body of little Timmy because I didn't triage it. That's what's happened. Cool. Thank you.
Anyway.
Alrighty, we are going to move to close range. I will keep the initiative.
Oh, great. Everybody's going to fire point blank.
Okay.
I can beam some torpedoes aboard. Clearly works.
Yeah, don't think that's gonna work.
Structure security.
By the by, Lazarus, can you tell us if Starfleet or the Romulans have reinforcements coming?
You were told that there might be reinforcements available.
It's like Nemesis. They were planning on it, but the special effects budget wasn't high enough.
Well, with Nemesis, they gathered up a force, but they weren't coming. Oh boy.
Alright, I will happily take that threat.
This is what happens. I joined the game after ages and none of the dice worked properly.
Tractor beam.
They have in fact locked a tractor beam onto you.
Ah.
Oh, fudge sticks.
Well,
We're gonna be boarded.
Or
I
shaken
say
apart.
tractor.
The vampire beam.
What?
Oh.
I've got
I
that
both
power on this
like
game.
and dislike the sound of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I will spend
Takes all
another
energy
2
away.
threats to get another action.
Oh wow, you've been saving up, eh?
Oh yeah.
And I will burn... sure, I'll burn some more.
Captain, did you activate the plot armor? Because if not, it's just firing a plot torpedo.
Unfortunately, none of us are that important.
Oh, that went wrong.
Ooh.
Aha! You bit yourself with your vampire beam. Ooh! Special effect sound. That's cool.
Alright, so the,
It's such an intensely appropriate sound.
their beams, rake past you, but they do not manage to score a convincing hit.
Now, this kind of brings
Still
back.
up. Whoops.
This kind of brings back
totally.
a scene in Star Trek Deep Space Nine when Worf used a tracker beam to disrupt a Klingon ship's weapons. But here, someone's weapons was just seemingly disrupted by their own tractor beam.
Either way we live.
Yeah.
Vampire beam sounded bad.
Alrighty.
Something tells
Yes,
me
that's
Vampire Beam would have siphoned our power.
Or us.
Ew, that's gruesome.
Who wants to go?
Are we still caught in tractor beam, or did that
You're
fizzle?
still called tractor beam.
Well, if
I
I do
would-
some medicing now,
I would like
that allow
to.
time to pass.
I would like to go to try to disrupt that tractor beam if I can.
Sure.
Alright, so...
Would that
Yeah,
be a science or would that be an engineering thing?
That has a number of options. There is no set check to break out of a tractor beam. So tell me how you want to do it, basically. Whether raw... Like, some of the suggestions they have here is raw engine power, targeting it, shield modulations, etc.
Can any of
Like
those
it's
fall under
using-
science? Under Pharrell's purview?
Well, like I said, give me a fun idea.
Okay. One of the only things I got is just remodulating the shields, but I think that would take that out of my purview and go throw it to either Vintot or Nas.
What
Yeah,
about
Vintot.
feedback pulse? Would that be a science thing?
Oh yeah, that would be a science thing. Can I send a feedback pulse through the tractor beam?
Ooh!
you can certainly try.
We've seen bad guys do that, yes.
I want to do that.
Tractor beam does not actually cost power to use. That's interesting.
weird. Anyway,
So, you want to use the tractor beam then?
yes, I want to send a feedback pulse right up their vampire and beaming thing. That totally fell
Cloacas.
apart.
Alright. You are going to need a control science check. You'll be assisted by the Nightingale using science engines.
Could I assist as well?
Nope.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, you're going to get 1 assist per roll. Also, you assisting would be an action in its own right. And here's the complicated bit. Difficulty 5.
Oh, geez.
Once you get to ships the size of the Eternal Sun, tractor beams are mean.
Okay. I want to. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a maybe a stretch, but I want to use my emotion in a crisis makes things worse determination value, because the Eternal Sun is basically right on top of us, and I need to try to break us free.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
So you're going for the automatic crit?
Yes.
Okay.
And
3 more.
I want to. Okay, hang on. 1, 3. I forget how many. I want to spend threats to get up to 5 dice. How many would I need to spend on that again?
6.
6. I want to do that.
Alrighty.
And could I get my quantum physics focus here? I kind of feel that's a stretch, but
No, not in this.
What's the ship rolling to assist, Lazo?
Yep, that is a science engines check.
Okay. Science control, no focus. Does the complication range go up here?
No.
Didn't think so.
Hey, nice.
So you only need to get 2.
Woo!
So that is 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I just realized. You bought a dice using determination, so the maximum you can roll here is 4. Because it still counts.
Well,
So
then drop it.
I will refund you some threat.
You want me to re-roll, or are you just
yes,
gonna?
Please.
Okay. Darn it! Now I'm afraid now. Oh. Okay, that 2 will replace that complication. Never mind.
Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes in total. Means, hey, look, you generate P momentum.
How many?
You generate P momentum, so you're up to 4.
Alright.
So you work with the helm officer to wrestle the Nightingale around to be able to point the deflector dish and send a lance of energy out into the out through the tracked beam locked on. The Eternal Sun bucks slightly, and the beam dissipates.
Aha! That feedback pulse was laced with garlic.
Haha! Success!
Oh my god. Wow.
I mean, you had to have seen something like that coming with that.
I really didn't, and I feel stupid. Okay, and
How about you say you threw wood sticks at it?
What now?
You threw wood stakes at it.
That too. That was garlic-laced wood steaks.
Alright, so, you can probably guess what your complication is.
Oh, that didn't get replaced by the 2 the Nightingale rolled?
No.
No?
Damn it.
You blew up our deflector again.
Did I blow out the deflector?
Yes.
Damn it. Well, I guess it was
traditional at this point.
I guess it was my turn to do it.
Please don't blow up the ship.
Oh my god. Okay.
Midtot just watches the
Nightingale.
whole entire scenario and he goes, "Not again."
Okay.
Right.
Most ships carry spare hull panels. The Nightingale carries spare deflector dishes.
Like engineering right now busts out party poppers and hats though, and there's a bright shining sign flashing. It wasn't us this time.
All right. Do you want to keep the initiative or pass it back over?
Hashtag blame the bridge.
Let's keep the initiative and have the helm do evasive maneuvers. Anyone opposed to that?
Nope.
I'm good with that.
I want to
Fly
get
away.
out. I want us to get out from underneath the eternal sun.
All right. If you want to maneuver away from them, then that will cost you momentum as well for an extra action. I'm pretty sure, anyway.
How much momentum?
Basic action, maneuver. It'll cost you another 2 momentum.
All opposed?
Not I.
Was my feedback pulse able to do anything to the eternal sun as well?
No.
Oh.
So yeah, let's do that. Evasive actions and move away.
Okay. In that case, this is going to be daring plus con, assisted by structure plus con.
I'm sitting here listening to music and playing with my Voyager model.
Uh-oh. Would you like that to turn into threat? Remember that both players and the GM can decide to turn complication into threat.
Yes, turn that into threat.
You don't want an engine problem right now.
We really don't.
So that gets your momentum back. And now the maneuver. Nice. And this is assisted by engine plus con.
Nice.
That actually brings you back up to 4 momentum.
Wow.
Alright. So you limp in the other direction. Alright, what's the Eternal Sun gonna do? Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh boy.
Alright, let me just check all the modifiers for this, because there are quite a few. It's +1, +1. -1. That's difficulty of 3. And it is a sensors engineering check.
You know, in all honesty, I'm not too surprised that the deflector burned out, seeing as how I used it earlier in a foolhardy attempt to do another viral pulse.
Yeah, you did put quite a lot of stress on it.
Yeah. Oh no!
And it doesn't help that I have the wrong label on there.
Oh well.
Don't want to do anything with that.
So what did they blow up?
Meh, can't be bothered. Alright.
I think I'm gonna try to give Lillian Taylor's a crew picture if I can.
Sure. Alright, back to you guys.
Who in the heck is Lillian Taylor's?
Our con officer.
You're a home officer.
Oh. Gotcha.
Do we want to take another shot at them?
We have opened the range, which is good.
Was that them trying to fire at us?
What was that,
What-
10?
Was that them trying to fire at us, or what?
No, they were probing you with some sort of high-density scanning beam. But it didn't appear to actually penetrate your shields.
Aha.
Okay. Do we want to fire, or do we want to bump our shields up? And then see if we have momentum to burn to retain initiative and fire.
Bump the shields up first.
Yes.
Alright, Ventop. It's over to you.
Okay.
So, shield regeneration is control plus engineering, assisted by structure plus engineering, with a difficulty of 1.
Ooh.
And it will cost you 2 power.
Shouldn't need to take any momentum for that.
Mm.
I can always take 1 just to get an extra die. Would you want me to do that?
Remember that he does have cautious engineering, so spending momentum gets some rerolls.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, do it. Definitely spend that momentum.
Okay. 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 Let's check in some things.
Nice.
Roll. And for the ship,
What's the ship rolling?
structure engineering.
No, no.
It is once again your option to burn for threat.
Yes.
Okay. So that is 3 successes. That gets you 2 momentum. You regenerate 2 shields plus 2 per momentum spent.
Wait, can't Fentot re-roll a die?
That's true actually, and you can in fact reroll the ship's die if you wish.
That would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to do it?
I have returned.
Does it need to be done by the
Welcome
ship, or
back.
can I do it on my character sheet?
Okay, so at least it's not a complication.
So you are currently missing 8 shields. So you regenerated 2. You can spend 3 momentum to get back up to 4 shields.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it. More shields are better than less shields.
This is true.
I'm sure I learned that one in the academy.
Alrighty. Just looking at the time briefly, do people want to take a break, or should we just keep pushing on?
I wouldn't mind a break for fresh coffee and things.
Yeah, break sounds good.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And we will go ahead and
Pause briefly.
go to car music.
A world of pure imagination.
And they caught that on the stream. Thank you.
And that, folks, is our intro from coming back from break.
Copyright whoever owns that film.
Oh, this is new. I like it.
Yeah, I decided to go for a different.
She's used this one before. Well, it's been a little while.
Mhm.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah. Yeah, I approve. Yes. Yes.
Turn the volume
Yes.
I like the boss fight theme, but a bit of variation is nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We want to burn our 2 momentum and retain initiative and have our Gorn tactical officer fire.
It's time to shoot again.
I mean, we seem to be at a suitable
I
range for
think you already
torpedoes.
retained. Because you started at 4, you had to spend 2 to keep it for Lillian. And you spent another 2 to get 2 actions.
Ooh, we run out.
So I think you have to pass it back over.
Wait,
We got the
We only had one person go. We were gonna spend the 2 to retain.
yeah, because we wanted Vintod to go first to get back some shields, and then if we had the momentum, keep the initiative for Nas to take a shot.
Alright, so the Eternal Sun has gone 3 times and it maintained the initiative once. And I'm so confused. Alright, I will assume I will be nice. I will allow you to maintain the initiative. So 2.
Yep. Deck, fire away.
Alrighty. Weapons firing.
Alrighty. Full phaser blast. 3
Yep.
power.
Yep. Spread again.
Alrighty.
Got something
Uh,
saved. Got something saved for a torpedo.
Control security. Well, torpedoes are long range, and if I remember correctly, firing out of your range bracket for the weapon doesn't that impose additional difficulty?
It does indeed.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so we want to open the distance a little bit more if we want to use torpedoes, just to cut down on the number of problems we have. Or alternatively, gain more momentum, but we'll work on that later.
Yeah. Anyway, fire away.
So, control security, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
And the Nightingale?
Weapon security.
Correct.
Oh, good, the dice are cooperating.
Alright, that is 4 successes in total.
Pew pew.
So you're an evasive action. Against. Okay, yeah, that barely succeeds.
But enemy ship explodes.
So you are on. So yep, go ahead and roll your damage. And actually,
Alrighty.
I'll roll because I have to tweak the numbers.
What was our target? 4 or 3?
Your target was 4.
Ooh.
Alright, so that is 6. So 4 dice did nothing. Those are also phasers, so you generate 2 momentum.
I'm going to spend one of those to re-roll those 2 dice, if I may.
Okay.
Do we get our phaser sound effect?
Oh, sorry, you meant
Sorry.
lasers. My bad. There you go.
Alright.
An extra 2 damage in
Imagination boosters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage in total.
Awesome.
Yes!
That's a good number.
That is enough for 1 breach. Your second hit 8. Your second hit does 2 damage. You do not have enough, unless you are willing to burn the threat, you're not going to get a second breach out of that.
Nah, I think we'll just leave it as is.
Alright. So... Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I miscalculated that. You will need to spend 1 momentum to actually get a breach out of that.
Bunch.
Do it!
We need more holes
Okay.
in them than in us.
Alright.
Yep, we will spend that last momentum for...
That brings you to 7. That is 9 damage to their shields and a breach.
Yay!
Nice. What did we breach this time?
The bridge!
That's the structure hit.
Hey!
Nice.
That is not the right number of dice. There we go. Okay. Cool. So yes, your phasers nicely punch through the shields, and you definitely see some plasma ruptures.
Pharrell looks up at the view screen. Nice shooting, Rex.
They are... overconfident.
Alright, what could we do at this point?
Let's not jinx
Looks
yourself
at it
now.
and smiles.
I baked a cake.
Ooh, cake.
Oh gosh, sorry. My bad.
But did you take Rohypnol first? Because that's if you do Rohypnol first, when you wake up in the morning, you won't remember having made the cake. So it's surprise cake.
I'm worried that that's a thing for you. As a
Hashtag
police
forever
officer,
alone.
seriously worried that that's a thing for you.
But don't worry, it's not your jurisdiction. You don't have to worry about it. Not even in
You know,
your
when
country.
It might be when the colonies finally come back with their tax revenue.
You know...
I'm pretty sure that's on the list of things I can't take.
Okay. That's a bit healthier.
I did have a housemate who, when he got drunk, he'd come home and do the hoovering and wake up and go, "Isn't it tidy? Thanks for doing the hoovering." You're welcome, mate. Yeah, no problem.
I clean when I get super drunk. I detailed the ground in the bathroom once.
Brilliant.
Alrighty, what's going on, Lassie?
Hopefully the Eternal Sun is suffering serious structural damage.
Carrying 2 of the thing. Oh, lovely. Purchase for that thing.
I heard her say collapse.
Ouch. Okay, so yes, they have successfully scanned your ship, and appear to be reconfiguring the targeting locks.
Does that mean they're going to beam off all devilishly handsome Tellarites?
When it comes to my turn again, could I do like a scan for vulnerability thing, and then relay the info to Nas?
That's a pretty good idea, because I had a bonus to that since the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's just what they successfully did, so... Alright,
Do another tit for tat.
it is... We have just Bjorn and the doctor are left.
Hello.
And you will get those back to back because the sun is out of turns.
Ha!
Alright.
What does the rally action do?
The rally action is just a momentum generator. It's difficulty 0, and successes go straight to momentum.
Aren't we low?
Okay.
Let's build
That's
some rally.
probably not a bad. Yeah.
Let's build some momentum.
Rally the momentums.
Alright, so Presence Command, difficulty 0.
Woohoo!
Hey!
And that will be 3 momentum. Everyone feels invigorated.
Hey! I
Uh,
drank a can of Monster Ultra no sugar.
you do realize you rolled for the Nightingale, not yourself, right?
That's just labeling.
Yeah, the
Oh,
level.
okay.
The whole ship gets rallied.
The
If you
ship
look down
feels
just below,
invigorated.
just below the text
Bulkheads
box,
quiver
there's a drop
with
down,
pleasure.
which I guess for you guys is like 2 entries, and for me is about 30.
Crikey.
Because it's for literally every single thing I have in the character sheet list, and I have a lot of stuff here.
Yup.
I have an entry for every single one of you, every supporting character, every NPC I put in, every ship type.
I feel we need to be sending Lazu money.
And I wouldn't complain.
Or cake. I'll
Um,
bake you a cake. Kids still alive, aren't you, kids?
Oh dear.
Alright. Doctor,
Yes. What?
would you like to continue your triage?
Triage? Who's hurt now? Idiots.
To be fair,
Well,
we have been getting shot at.
No excuse.
would you like to help the engineering department again?
I would, because of the fighting.
Wouldn't we actually have
Alright.
gotten an extra d20 on that roll for Nas for the attack?
No. Why would Nas have an extra d20?
Or wait, no, he did it for the engineering, didn't he?
Yeah.
His engineering he boosted.
Alright, so daring plus medicine, assisted by computers plus medicine.
Right, so I'm triaging engineering again, yes?
Yep. Daring plus medicine.
Daring, yes. Plus medicine, yes. Focus, because it's emergency. Complication 1. Task roll 2.
Yup.
Press the button, yes?
Yes.
Right, you lot. Let's see
Push
how
the
fit you are.
button, conk. Wrong button!
Nothing too
Okay,
good.
that seems to work out pretty well.
I know, I'm just doing the Emperor's New Groove bit.
Alrighty, how do you even get
That's
to
not a British accent I've heard before.
Nicely done,
Oh, well.
sir.
I've saved more lives.
And without a
Yeah.
complication this time.
Alright. That'll be the Eternal Sun's turn now.
We are, in fact, back to the top of the order.
Yep.
They now have 5 actions this turn. Alright. Lovely, that's a bit healthier.
They're scanning us? Sorry, they're surveying us?
They already scanned us.
What's a lacerator around?
Hey, painful. It's very painful, is what it is.
Usually. Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh gosh.
And that's a lot of rerolls.
They get rerolls? Oh dear.
I hope they get. I hope they get complications.
Creators to do. Person 2. Any bonus d20s at perch for that next attack. No. Okay, and there we go. Okay, finally. Alright, so in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yes, it really is. Alright.
Please tell me our shields help buffer some of that.
They're scanned
So-
negated our evasive maneuvers, right?
They scanned you for weakness, which means that in addition to all of that, they have piercing too.
Oh shit!
Fudge it.
Which means you just took 17 damage
Ow!
for the first hit.
First hit!
And because it's a spread, they get a second hit
Mother!
of 9, 10, 11 damage.
Oh
Oof.
my god!
1, 2, 3, 28.
You also lose 3 power, so you go down to 0.
Oh,
Your shields are null,
Right, this
and you
happens
take
to be in an
3
FTM.
breaches.
You have to press the evasive maneuvers button.
Did you say 3 breaches?
Yes.
On top of the one we already have.
Oh
9,
god!
12, and 8. I think that's at least one other structure breach.
Alright, 9 is sensors, 8 is sensors, 12 is structure.
Oh,
Of course it's sensors. Ah.
Alright, so good news is those are still just impacts.
Bad
Um,
news.
Bad news is you're up to 2 structure and 2 sensor breaches. So next
Yep.
time you take a hit on either of those, they become damaged.
Yup.
So yes, your attacks are now harder, and you can't use anything assisted by sensors until Vintox hits it with a hammer.
Is anyone like hurt from my challenge die?
It's only if you roll an effect. Okay. That was quite effective.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, question here. Now that we have all this engineering, all this damage, would my services be better? Would I be able to get any bonuses for leaving the operation station and heading down to engineering?
Yes.
I'd say I start going. I leave the operating station and go down to engineering.
To be honest, Vintot, the main benefit of not being engineering is only if you have a chief engineer as well. If you're in charge of all the engineering operations on a ship, you almost always want to be in engineering for a crisis.
Okay.
You may as well just go from ops manager to chief engineer.
It might make sense. Main thing you want, if you have an operations manager but not a chief engineer, the main reason you'd have that particular setup is if you don't have a science officer. And you're just combining chief engineer and science officer into one role.
I guess we can do that. It's like, well, As well, I guess technically there is an engineering station on the bridge.
My thing about being engineering is it reduces the difficulty of all internal systems checks by 1.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe we might want to just do that for the future. Then obviously we can't probably change that in the middle of a game.
No, I wouldn't think so. But next time, after we survive this encounter,
If we survive this encounter,
We will survive this encounter.
Alright, so what I probably suggest here, Vintop,
what's that?
is moving to a different part of the ship is a minor action, and it basically takes up the rest of your turn.
Oh joy!
So what I would suggest is you use a minor action to restore your sensors, do something like probably power restoration as your main action, and then spend a momentum to get an additional minor action to move to main engineering.
Let's do that. So walk
And
me
if
through
we-
the rolls.
Alright, so a restore action. I'll just double check. I'm pretty sure.
And we're restoring what, sensors or shields?
Sensors.
Sensors.
Sensors. Alright, yeah, no, there is no role associated for restoring systems, it's just a minor action.
Oh.
It's when you actually take damage, as opposed to impacts, that repairs start getting scarier.
I can imagine.
2, the main thing you're going to be looking at is power management to get some power back. Because you have no power or shields at the moment.
So you want to do power instead of sensors then?
You can do both. That's the thing. Restoring sensors is a minor action.
Okay.
You get a minor and a full action.
Okay. All right. So what do I need for the restoring sensors?
Restoring sensors is free. It doesn't have a role for it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Uh,
Then restoring
the
power.
one-
Then
the only role we need is restoring power.
So this is daring or control plus engineering, difficulty 2.
mind
I
if
would recommend
I,
spending
considering
a
the
momentum.
direness of this, can I spend a bit of momentum here?
Yeah.
Like make it take us down to 1, so I can have 4 die.
You would need to spend 3 momentum for that.
Yeah,
Well, it's 1 to get to 3.
It's
2 to
1
get-
for... And it's 1 for 1 more die, and then 2 more for a 4th die.
Which will leave
So
us
that's
at
a-
1.
No, that should leave us at none.
our momentum is 4.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. There. Okay. My bad.
Alright.
Alright.
All right.
Of course, I'm doing this at a console, so I still will have some extra bonus momentum to work with too. For fingers and thumbs, if this I succeed. Which with 4 dice, I hope I succeed.
Well, you also have cautious, so you can re-roll one of those at least.
True.
Chaps, I need to go in about 10 minutes, so can I go after this next person and contribute before I leave?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty, yep. That generates 2 momentum. And you get 1 power. Plus 1 per momentum spent.
Well, then I can use this momentum for my other minor action to head down to engineering.
You need 1 momentum for that. So you've currently got 3.
Plus 1 bonus.
The bonus
that's
for
true.
fingers and thumbs.
Yep.
That's what I was saying. I want to use that momentum to do my minor action to go down to engineering.
Sure, yes. That kind of works out. How much momentum? How much power do you want to restore?
I guess it makes sense. We want to restore more too. What do you guys think? More power is better.
Yeah.
So we restored 1 with that roll. So if we want to restore 2,
And we'll use at least 1 power firing another phaser strike.
Well, I wanted to take the time to scan the Eternal Sun for weaknesses.
I mean, sure, that'll definitely help. But again, firing the phasers costs a power at least.
let's get up to 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing you can look at is extending the distance and then firing torpedoes towards.
Yeah.
So then I'll have to burn another momentum to go down to engineering on this task, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll put you at 2 momentum.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Captain M heading down to engineering.
Very good.
Alrighty.
I would say let's spend momentum to keep the initiative so I can do my scan for weaknesses.
Doctor, I tell you what, I will. You can head off now if you like, and I will just keep rolling for you.
Sorry, me?
Yeah.
If that saves time, yes, brilliant, and helps everybody out. Happy to do it. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, good to have you, and hopefully you will be able to remain with us.
Yes, I hope so. I've got some say of my ships next week, so fingers crossed. Alright, thank you very much. See you later. Have a lovely afternoon.
Bye. Alrighty. So yes, Pharrell, you wanted to scan for weaknesses?
Yes.
Alright. That is a control science check, assisted by senses plus security. And your difficulty is going to be 1.
I will spend 1 threat to get a 3rd die. That is, I'm being extra cautious here.
Okay.
If I can, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna RP. Like he's walking as he gets off turbo lift and starts heading to engineering. He's seeing a lot of damage, sparking panels on the walls, some injured crewmen who are being attended to by medical support.
Yeah.
Walking toward engineering.
And I would get my technical expertise here, right?
Is that a task?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay. What?
Technical expertise. Yes.
I
go
thought
for
that
it.
was only for extended tasks.
No, that's intense scrutiny.
Ah.
Okay. Yippee!
Nice. Team momentum generated. Alright, your next attack. The next attack before your turn now has piercing 2.
But
And
doesn't
yes,
the ship still need to roll first?
it does, yes.
They're going to be sensors and what?
Senses security, I believe.
Eee.
Nice.
So, what does my scan yield?
Well, for one thing, you've been shooting the wrong place.
Huh.
It would appear that Naza's instinct about the correct locations to target was completely off. So I will remove that particular complication, which has been giving you a bad time from the start.
Nice.
And you also... I'm going to cancel those out. You get piercing 2 on your next attack on your next attack, and bonus damage dice per d20 board.
Nice. Alright. Pharrell's gonna turn in his chair to face Nas. Commander, it seems like we've been targeting the wrong area on the ship. I'm relaying my sensor data now to your station.
Good. These Crusaders build their ships tough.
Indeed. I could speak the same about their systems. He slightly rubs his chest at that.
Alrighty. Yes, it is now over to the Eternal Sun. Sure, let's do another one of that. Alright, what do they want to do? Yeah, we're going to try that again. Alright, so this is...
And it seems that we have no shields. This one's probably gonna really hurt.
This is engineering. Let's see.
Oh no.
No, we are being boarded.
Intruder alert.
Well, it's a good thing you have our have security teams out, Nas.
It's a very good thing.
Now, my question is, are they equipped with rifles or just hand phasers?
By default, under circumstances, rifles.
Fair enough. That's what I thought.
Okay. Okay, so this is a thing. Alright. So yes, to deal with them, you will need an opposed check to redeploy your troops, but you will have the advantage of them already being at the ready. Back to you.
Okay. Okay, so there are a couple of options we could do here. One, Nas can let the helm officer go first, get us to long range, and then fire a torpedo strike. Their shields are still down, aren't they?
Shields are pretty low. They have not had a chance to regenerate them.
Okay. So their shields are low, so now would be a good time for that. Alternatively, Nas can deploy security, and then somebody else with good security stats could try and tactical override and do the torpedo strike or phasers, whatever.
Well, that's
Well-
not me.
We've got security teams around. We deployed them as part of that. Let's have the helm move us, burn the 2 momentum to hold initiative, and then fire torpedoes.
Copy.
Good, everyone?
Yep.
Limping out of range. Alright, Naz. You finally don't have that complication, so your difficulty is just 3 to use the torpedoes.
Does the helm roll for momentum stuff too?
The helm does not have to roll for just a basic maneuver.
Okay.
Alrighty. So 3 to fire torpedoes.
Yep. Do you want to fire a single shot or a full spread?
Do we have that option?
You can always fire a full spread. It's just that the weapons board made it slightly better.
What's the difference between a single strike and a full spread?
So firing a torpedo costs you threat, but has no power requirements. If you fire at a full spread of torpedoes, it costs you 3 threat, but it adds the spread effect to the attack and gives you an extra damage dice.
What do you guys think?
With photon torpedoes, photon torpedoes have the maximum possible number of breaches from one attack. If you do a spread,
Yep.
I'm
you
fine
can
with spread.
potentially
Yeah, let's
get
go with
more
spread.
breaches.
The survey has spoken, apparently.
Do you want to burn the extra momentum for another dice? And then
Yeah.
ship is rolling weapon security?
Weapon security.
And control security for Nas.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, you already got 1 success from the ship. Ooh!
Oh my.
Bear in mind, you also have scan for weakness.
Yes.
So, we do have
So
10.
this is going to hurt.
Yeah, so thanks to me, we are gonna bust them up.
So you have 3 momentum there. Alright, so you have +1 thing, +1 for that. Let's see how this goes. I think you're going to want to reroll.
I think we are. That's how many dice did we roll and how many actually showed effects?
There you go.
That's a little bit better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Resistance, what resistance? So that's 9 for the first hit, and 9 for the second hit,
Oh wow.
with high yield.
Yep.
Yes, that is 4 breaches.
4 breaches, hot
Oof.
damn.
We've got the bonus from the
From my sensor scan, yeah. Oh wow.
Okay, so engines, sensors, weapons, structure.
Just about everything.
Another structure hit to them. Ouch.
This is a pretty even fight right now.
Sensors, weapons, structure. That's a lot of impacts, but no. They're still not actually damaged on any of the systems. So,
Still something.
engines. Yep, they lose 2 power. Sensors, structure. There we go. And weapons.
Do you by chance have a torpedo sound effect?
I do actually. More than that, I have a torpedo salvo sound effect.
Oh, nice.
I think this qualifies.
Ooh, yes, I like that.
It's technically a quantum sound effect, but I couldn't find any good photon
I mean,
rushes. It's good enough.
How many points is it for Decken to take a second action? Two momentum?
2, yes. One
Decken?
attack again.
Can we do that?
I would, if you're going to take another action, I would say deploy your security teams.
Well, here's what I was thinking. Deccan's now the first. Naz is now the first officer, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know what Naz gets one per scene? A direct action, which means
Yep.
Naz can direct Ventot to get us some more power.
This is in fact a thing.
Indeed.
Or shields. One of the two.
Yep, either or.
I'm kind of leaning toward power because that at least keeps the weapons running.
We're at 2.
Oh, never mind then. Maybe we'll go with shields.
I do kind of want shields back up because I feel like taking damage with shields down is going to be very painful.
If your shields are down, any damage taken whatsoever is a breach.
Yeah, let's get the shields back up.
Yep.
And that is engineering, yes?
That is an engineering department thing, yes.
Tactical to engineering. Restore those shields.
I'm already working on it.
So, control engineering, assisted by structure plus engineering. It says a difficulty of 1.
So I'm control engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, nice.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Oh, yay.
3 momentum generated. That's 2 shields plus 2 for momentum.
Does direct action or direct command
You do in fact.
roll this?
Yes, roll control command.
Okay. Oh, is it
No focus applicable, yes?
Nope.
engineering the bridge. We got shields.
Hey, we have a lot of shields.
How much do you want to spend?
Alright, it's 2 for just succeeding, yeah?
Yep.
And then 1 per momentum spent after?
Correct. You can potentially get up to 10 shields if you dump all your momentum.
Oh, is it 2 per?
2 per.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say either spend 2 momentum to get 4 shields back, or spend all of it to restore our shields almost to full.
I would say go to full, in my opinion. That way, at least we can feel comfortable in knowing that we're not getting any more borders.
I concur.
Probably.
Because remind me, the rally action is just a thing the captain can do, yeah?
Yep.
Correct.
Cool.
Technically, you can as well as the exile.
Fair enough.
So-
Tactical. Tactical seems like it has a lot to do.
It does.
So, question. No one's asked this, but where exactly? How many have boarded, and where are they at?
When we had to run an internal scan to determine that.
Yes. Let me just go over the specific rules for.
Only reason why I'm asking now because I would think they would probably want to go for a place that's going to cause the most damage to the ship, which is exactly where I'm at.
Yeah, that's
It's a bit of a conundrum.
Sex presence or absence.
They go in and blow the containment field of the warp core. We're done.
Well, don't forget, you'll at least have some security with you.
Hopefully enough, because none of my engineering team can stop what they're doing to join the firefight. They gotta keep doing their jobs to get the ship back up with how bad we were damaged.
All right, so this is something which I was actually asking about on Reddit, and no one came up with any good answers for me. How to handle ship-to-ship boarding actions. And you think that there would be a better set of rules for this, given that there are both Borg and Klingons, and to an extent Dominion in this, but there really aren't. It's basically the GM has to make it up as they go along. So under the circumstances, I'm going to say that there are 3 assault teams aboard the Nightingale. And I am going to go ahead and this way. Wait, did the music really run out already? It really did.
Yep.
Okay, fine. And of course I tapped off that. Alright, so that is weapons, structure. So, there are assault teams hitting the weapon systems, and 2 which are just out there to cause chaos. Basically running it on breach rules. And
Makes sense.
basically they haven't done anything yet. At the end of the round, if they've not been intercepted, then they will start rolling damage effectively. So Vindot, you're actually clear because none of them went for engineering for whatever reason.
I was just thinking tactically. That's where I would go if I wanted to damage the ship.
Sure, but Crusader priority in combat and not necessarily Federation priorities.
I mean, the Crusade mainly seem to be mainly bent on causing terror.
And they're certainly doing that. Alright, I believe that's over to the Crusaders now.
I think so.
Okay, and yes, Lillian has gone as well. Alright, so what's the Eternal Sun doing? Apart from bleeding bleeding plasma. You know, I've been wanting to use this sound effect since I found it, and so I'm going to use it.
Oh dear.
Pharrell, your instrument panel lights up. Trans-dimensional energy signature detected.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, Pharrell.
Yes?
Transdimensional energy signature detected.
Captain, I'm picking up a transdimensional energy signature. Captain?
What's it say? What are we getting?
You may note just how much threat I just spent.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we got a torpedo incoming.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
We have an incoming transdimensional torpedo.
There it is.
And I want to thank you, Lazu. The a little beeping sounds appears to have awoken my dog. He is now barking.
Do we have a counter we can use for that?
Let's find out if your shield modifications are good enough. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And there's piercing in that, so...
Didn't they use that up though?
They used up their scan for weakness piercing.
Yeah.
Most torpedoes have innate piercing.
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
Okay. 10 damage. Most of your resists go away, so that is 9 damage. 5, 6. That's 5. 14 damage in total.
Shields are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we just brought those back up.
Could be a lot worse.
We could have left them down.
Yeah.
And then you'd be taking even more breaches.
I'd imagine the ship would be crippled at that if we did not bring them back up.
That is a sensor and an engine hit.
Oof. The sensors, that's gonna be bad.
Right, well, I already know what's going to happen with the engine. Your power's zeroed out again.
Oh, God damn it.
We are not having a good time here.
Alright, sensors are now damaged. Let's see,
Shall I roll my challenge die to see if we got any fatalities or casualties?
you didn't take a structure hit, so that's not a thing.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So, difficulty of all tasks that involve or are aided by sensors are increased by 2 until repaired. Attacks made by the ship increase in difficulty by 1 until damage has been repaired. So that's fun. I will keep the initiative. So we're doing a thing, and then we are restoring power. Restoring shields, rather.
The Eternal Sun is.
Yep.
Really could use some reinforcements right now. Well,
Oh dear.
oh, that's
Okay,
right.
then.
That's right. They got a few breaches to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Alright, yeah, that is actually a shield blowout. And they do not manage to restore any. Alright, back to you guys.
Whew. Who do we have left to go? Or
I went on a command. Do I still need to go on my normal roll?
Pharrell, Bjorn, and the Doctor have not yet gone, according to my list.
Let's have the captain go to rally some momentum or something.
Captain could, in fact, fire some torpedoes as well. Difficulty would be higher, but despite the monstrous pounding the Eternal Sun just gave you, it's not in good shape.
Yeah.
I would say worry a little bit less on the fighting the Eternal Sun and trying to get us back to fighting shape, or something that resembles a fighting shape.
I've already used my direct, so I can't direct, but I can rally. Yeah, I'm gonna rally.
Okay. You can also direct security teams. That is a thing you have the ability to do. But yes. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh,
Ew, gross.
One's better than none.
Alright, next victim.
Alright. Sun gets its last turn.
I'm not sure I like that.
yeah.
I'm not even sure what it can do. Actually, no, I know what it's going to do.
It's moved away.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Pharrell?
What can I do? I'm not gonna try scanning, because... Well, I guess I could try, but that'd be a tough scan.
Yeah, at this range, you'll be taking some pretty gnarly penalties.
Yeah. I'm not gonna touch the sensors right now. What is it that I can do?
Oh, let's see. Sensor sweep, you can launch a probe, which could then get in range, and you can then use that thing's range for scans and such like.
That would reduce the difficulties of scanning, right?
Yep. Let's see, Brow. You can also tap in and do other stuff. You can go for the deploy security teams, for example. Your security isn't great.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that too.
Okay.
So I think I might just launch that probe.
Okay. Probe. Launch probe.
So what am I looking at here?
Have a probe.
That works.
Okay.
Oh, so I don't need a roll for that.
No, probes are free. It's just cost you an action.
Okay.
And the doctor is going to keep trying to stop everyone from dying. I think under the circumstances, I'm actually going to give a bunch to the security department.
Hmm.
And medicine, computers.
Oh.
Half a momentum anyway. Alright. So, boarding teams are going to do their thing.
Hmm.
Go. What the hell? Okay, it's like when you change the number of challenge dice, it takes a roll to actually update and work out what you want it to do. So right, yes. There is now heavy fighting going on around torpedo bays. Back to the top. The Eternal Sun. Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
That is rough, but it's still enough. Okay.
Oh. More boarders?
They actually beamed their boarding parties out.
Really?
Yep. They did take a few prisoners with them, but they seem to have lost the taste for this fight.
Oh, they're trying to run.
Well, hopefully we could maybe get our people back.
V, I think you just derped. You want to make sure that the stream is still live? Barzak, you there?
Uh-oh.
Well, a few minutes ago he said he had to step out to take care of his dog.
He hasn't said he's back yet, so,
Guess we'll die.
Let me just... This is there. Can we get past the ad, please? Stream's still live. Alright, so as I was saying, over to you guys.
We need power, we need shields, we need to get closer. Oh boy.
We really need VAR to actually proceed.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Everything's awful.
Sorry, I stepped away from you. There's a dog outside.
What was that?
Okay.
I had to step away a few minutes because I had a little dog outside.
Well, the Eternal Sun just transported their borders away, but along with some of our people.
What?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you needed me. What do we need?
Power.
Power and shields.
All right, let's do it.
Alrighty. So you're looking at you're looking at not dying for a start. So daring or control plus engineering, and it's going to be a difficulty of 1. You'd also need to restore the systems, but I'll take that as red.
Minor actions, go!
Cool. Generates some momentum and gets you 1 power.
Should we drain our momentum to get a lot more power?
Sure.
Yes.
How much?
All of it. All momentum to power.
Alrighty, that puts you on 5, including your bonus. Alrighty. Would you like to keep the initiative?
I'll have to spend threat to do that, wouldn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do we want to spend threat?
Yeah, can we spend threat to have him bump our shields too?
You can, in fact, do that.
Let's do that.
Okay. 4 threat.
Alrighty. So, shield restoration. You're looking at control engineering, supported by structure engineering, with a difficulty of 1.
What was
That's a good
difficulty?
start. Difficulty is 1. Nice.
Hey, momentum.
Get you 2 shields. You want to spend more? You've got a bonus, so I'll just throw that in anyway.
Yes.
That's probably all I can do now, isn't it?
No, we've got momentum. Do we want to spend it to bump more shield up?
Yes, let's do
'Cause
so.
I'm down for that.
Same.
Order.
Real quick, do we have working engines?
Your engines are...
Because I presume we want to get all this stuff back up so we can turn around and chase them and get our people back.
let me just double check what's...
Well, the engine just got...
You used a minor action. I just took a minor action as red to restore systems, so You've taken an engine breach, but you don't have any effects for it.
Okay.
Right.
So how much momentum do you want to spend on shields?
All of it still, guys? Want to drain it
Yep.
again for shields?
Drain or dry?
Do it.
So that's 6 more shields back.
Alrighty.
Vinton's like
Yeah, right.
sitting at work on that console and standing around the other engineering team and just like sweating and going, "We're not
This
a
point,
sovereign class here, people."
At this point, the Nightingale probably looks not unlike Voyager did partway through Year of Hell.
Oh god. Probably a little bit less as bad, but yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
that's
that
near
ship
the
was
beginning of Year of
torn
Hell.
all
Let's
to
go with that.
Okay.
Alright. Yep. Do you want to maintain the initiative?
We can spend threat to do that, but we have no momentum.
Correct.
Don't forget to change that on our map thing.
I'm fine with ceding initiative for them now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son, what are we going to do here? Let's go with systems.
Well, I suppose we could have held the initiative just to see what my probe yielded, but I'll do that when it's our turn again.
Okay. Good enough. Alright, maintain the initiative. For Alpha, going to warp.
Captain, the internal sun is jumping to warp speed.
Bjorn looks at Nas. Do you want to follow him, or do you want to hold the planet?
The planet will still be here when we have dealt with the Crusade.
You pursuing them?
That's Naz's vote.
Can we send out a beacon for aid for the planet since we've scared them off now?
You can, in fact, do that.
Can we do that and warp after them?
Yeah, we could probably reconfigure the probe to emit to be a signal beacon.
All right, let's do that. Let's communicate the fact that we've chased them off and are in pursuit, and then follow the Eternal Sun.
Alrighty. In order to keep up with them, you will need to spend 3 power.
And how much do we have?
4.
4.
Will we have ability to run turns while we're at warp, or?
Things just basically continue, just in a slightly different setting with slightly different rules.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Next week we might have a new ship, but whatever.
So pessimistic.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
I guess in the words of a very prominent Starfleet captain, risk is our business.
To quote Captain Kirk, risk is part of the game if you want to sit in that chair. Mm.
It's kind of a shame they took this particular music out of STO.
So what now?
It's Undine, actually. Alright. Actually, no. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Pharrell has reconfigured the probe to be a signal beacon for Allied ships.
Hold on. I know exactly how to do this.
What's that white line? Oh,
We're
never
at
mind.
warp speed. What do you think they are?
Alright, quick and dirty.
Much like much like this whole battle.
Oh, I don't know about quick.
Yeah, we've been in a little bit of a slog fest here.
So, that was Lillian's turn jumping into warp.
How much combat can we do at warp speed?
I mean, I imagine we can only fire well, we have seen phasers and torpedoes fired at warp.
Yep. No, everything functions fairly similarly. There are going to be a few alterations. But you do have a particular problem, which you're going to need to bear in mind. Your deflector is not at 100%.
Right.
So, do you want to maintain the initiative? Or pass it over?
I would like to suggest we maintain the initiative to get that deflector back into a better working order, so it can better keep up with the Eternal Sun.
Um.
I know the deflector's not like directly responsible for warp speeds, but it does help keep like spatial debris out of our way.
It's important. Of course, the main problem there is that Vintot has already gone.
Oh.
Yeah. And we've used our command actions so far already.
And I already went when I launched that probe, right?
No, you did that last round.
Okay,
So you are available.
so I guess it's up to me to try to restore the deflector.
You certainly have that ability. So...
I imagine this is going to be like, what, control engineering?
This is going to be... I'm going to call it presence engineering, actually. With a difficulty of 2.
Okay. I want to spend 3 threats to get 2 more dice.
Okay.
And would my quantum physics focus work? Given that it's the deflector I'm working with.
No, but I will allow warp engines.
Okay. Okay. Three.
4 even. Alrighty, that generates 2 momentum. and manage to coordinate the teams to do the thing, to get the deflector fully online again.
Captain, I've managed to bring the deflector back up to working order. We should have a better time keeping up with the Eternal Sun.
Alright. Everyone still there?
Yep.
Okay, just checking. Knowing my internet, I would not be surprised if I was suddenly dropped. Alright. We are running on a little bit here, so I'm going to simplify things a little bit here. So, security.
I launched the purge torpedo, Captain.
Another one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty. Good news. Your shields are still intact.
Bad news?
You still take a breach.
Damn it!
It's a torpedo.
Well, even shields affect torpedoes.
Oh, sure, but piercing.
Right.
I forgot what 19 is.
That is your weapon systems.
Ah!
So yes, you're going to have a little difficulty in returning fire there.
Are there? Is the Eternal Sun shield still blown out?
Yes.
I guess we could, instead of trying to shoot them down, we could try transporting our people out and calling it a day on the battle.
Basically, from the look of it, you're going to have one chance to do something here. You can try and beam the people out. You can try and get one last shot at them. But at this point, the Nightingale is just falling apart a little bit, and maintaining pursuit without getting some repairs in is very likely to shake the ship apart.
Let's get our people back.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Hence why I suggested that, given how bad the Nightingale is right now.
In that case,
Can
Ventos.
Nas track... Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, like I said, I'm going to streamline things here a little bit.
Okay.
Ventos, I'm going to need from you a control plus engineering check, assisted by sensors plus engineering, and your difficulty is going to be 2.
Is the ship assisting?
Yep.
This is for a transport, right?
Census
Ship.
engineering.
So I would like
What's the
to
ship
use
rolling?
up the momentum and take a threat to get to 4 dice.
Okay.
Anybody have a problem with that?
Nope. What's the ship rolling, Lazo?
Census engineering.
Oh, uh-oh. I just realized something. My complication range has been set to 2 this whole entire time.
And yet you haven't rolled any complications.
So let me fix that. I just noticed it was 17. So I got 4 dice on a task roll. Here we go.
You already got
fingers
one
and
success
thumbs.
from the ship.
What's that?
You already got one success from the ship. Oh, nice.
Alrighty.
And add an extra bonus for whatever we need to do to get everybody out.
Well, you,
I think you did it.
Yeah.
the...
I mean, unless you're able to get a prisoner of our own.
You know what, by the vague rules that I had for this fight, you technically won it. So...
Can we burn some of that momentum for one final attack?
As we said, we only had one more decisive
I know.
move that we had to do.
Alright, no, you do not get a prisoner, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But you do get back all of your missing people.
Sweet.
Before the Eternal Sun's engines basically kick up a notch and take them faster than your Wolf Drive can currently handle.
Do we have
Good
a
news.
trajectory of which way they're going?
I can certainly scan for that.
They appear to be heading into a nebula. Very likely they're going there to lick their wounds, because although you took a pasting, so did they. Tracking them in there is going to be a nightmare. But remember, you know where they're going next.
Beta Lencal.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, the Eternal Sun seems to be making for a nebula, likely to lick their wounds. I would say that I would highly suggest that we cease our pursuit and do the same. We already know where they're going next.
I think I concur. We have taken a lot of damage.
Can we say I've had an open comm line to the bridge while working down engineering?
That
Sure.
makes sense.
What did you say?
Sure.
I was gonna say, okay. I agree wholeheartedly. Shouting over sparks and damage from that's been done to engineering.
Ooh.
What's this for?
Calculating your casualty figures.
Oh, damn.
36 casualties, 16 fatalities.
Damn.
Oof.
Captain, casualty reports are coming in. We lost 16 people. Along with 36 casualties. Ten, are you still there?
Sorry. Do we have reports on the population of the colony?
I imagine when we head back there, which we'll need to.
Yeah. I mean, Naz, you likely saw the worst of it. There were probably a dozen deaths from among the hostages.
I'm not looking for the deaths on the colony. I mean, that's nice, but how many people were on the colony?
On the colony,
I mean, it was a small city size, so you're looking at anywhere from a few 100,000 to upwards
yeah,
from there.
between all the various settlements, about 200,000 people.
12 people for a colony. While not what I would want, I will accept that trade.
Frel just looks off, making sure not to add to a tense situation.
Do we want to say what departments, like what was the department that got most fatalities?
You took most of your breaches to sensors. So it would have been...
Science personnel?
Yeah.
And throw in maybe a few engineers in there as well. Okay.
So...
We should end this with some... almost thinking it'd be interesting to end this with the bagpipes.
I will find some suitably mournful music for the next time.
I say we should. It'd be interesting to put those people to rest, I guess. Maybe that might be an offside thing we might write, or I might write.
Sounds good. So, next time, the final episode of Season 2, Hobus 2.0. You will be in a race against time to prevent the Crusaders' plans from coming to fruition, prevent the awakening of Masaka.
And we're...
Wait, what?
Yep, Masaka is going to try to make an appearance.
Fun.
Oh boy.
That was the message, if you recall. Masaka will awaken in Beta Lankal.
Yeah, in fact, you were with me when I got that, when I found that message.
I thought it was something cryptic.
It was, but then later my tricorder translated it so that Masaka would appear.
Okay, I just completely spaced that part out, but alright.
So, fun times for a given value of fun.
Very.
So what, next time we'll be in Klingon space?
Next time you will be in Klingons.
Mm-hmm.
And I have something which I've been working on for a couple of weeks actually, which will be the last big view screen image for this season.
Okay.
Bjorn gets to speak Klingon again! Yay!
So just for interim stuff, because I do think I'm actually write something for this. We're going to be docked pretty much in the same dockyard that the Eternal Sun was in. Doing repairs.
I probably suggest you head back to the Delta Valorum shipyards where you were getting repairs before.
Yeah.
Apart from anything else, it's closer to Beta Lankal, and there's more support for Federation ships there.
Yeah, I would imagine that after our repairs at Delta Valorum that we had to starbase 23 or 157 before heading to Beta Lankal.
That does not sound like a bad plan.
Okay.
But yes, next week is probably going to be a little lighter on the combat, more on the puzzle solving and diplomacy. Because, if you recall, the Klingons don't like you much at the moment.
Why is that again?
Relations have broken down basically as a result of the Klingon-Gorn War.
Also,
So-
if we're going, I can remember if we're going with a Star Trek Online storyline or not with this part, but part of it being also that the Klingons are trying to put more of a focus on the undying threat than the Federation wanted to. Saying there's infiltrators everywhere.
I think we're staying away from the STO timeline because we're kind of taking our own big timeline thing.
The Klingons being twitchy about the Undine threat was a justification for a lot of their activities during this period of time, but it only came out later on. So for right now, you don't know why they're being so bitchy to everyone.
Fair enough.
On the plus side, I'm a Klingon folk hero, so that will help us.
It will. It most definitely will. And fun fact, Beta Lankal is a Klingon staging ground.
Well, boy.
Oh dear.
What kind of staging ground per se? Naval staging ground or?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that means there should be a lot of ships there.
There should.
So what I'm hearing is that
It'd be a real shame if that star went supernova.
Yeah.
it would, wouldn't it?
Huge shame.
So what I'm hearing is that we're gonna let Bjorn do all the talking, and Naz is gonna try very carefully to not appear on the view screen.
It's probably a good idea.
Or just not show her face in general to a Klingon.
Yeah, if they board, that's gonna make things a little awkward.
I did actually briefly consider having other girlfriend up here for this fight, Naz, but
What was that? You kind of cut out.
I briefly considered having your other girlfriend show up to you here, Naz, but decided against it in the end. Imperator.
Oh yes, yes. The problem Naz has is not picking up girlfriends. It's that she never puts anyone down.
I'm thinking from the engineer's standpoint of every time we come back to this starbase or whatever, we're extremely damaged. What did you do? We just fixed this thing.
We're in a hot zone. What do you expect?
We did the usual. Fought some baddies, uncovered a huge ass conspiracy, the good stuff.
I mean, we are probably the only Federation vessel with effectively a Dahar Master in charge, so that will be good.
It will. Before we wrap up, let's just go over reputation and milestones quickly.
Yes, I was about to bring that up.
Let other folks go first real quick. I'm going to be right back.
How dare you?
Well, save the best for last.
Hey, maybe the savior of this mission was me of keeping those power levels up.
Well, don't forget,
Dealing with keeping your power levels up against the Crusaders is definitely going to be the hardest bit.
Yeah.
Because they don't hit all that much harder than anyone else, but their main energy weapons have the dampening ability, which means every effect rolled, you lose a power.
So, another quick question while we're waiting for him to come back. Since I I walked away. Why did they take some of the crew?
Snacks.
Okay.
What do you think? They're space vampires. It really didn't go beyond that.
They're anaphasic vampires, damn it.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright. Bjorn. Let's see. You acted in accordance with your orders. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get
And back.
one. How do you roll this? Okay, there it is. So, on the reputation, I want you to roll 1d.
You cut out there at the last.
Of course I did. So Bjorn, on the reputation tab.
Yep.
I'm gonna want one roll from you.
So 1 die.
One die.
Oh, what?
How did I roll 2? Is that normal?
That is a very good question.
Hit it again.
There we go.
That's
Okay.
better.
So your reputation goes up by 1.
Alright.
Alright, who is next?
Let's do Nas, seems how he had a lot of shit going on with her.
Oh boy.
Nas really did. Okay. Hold on, I'm having issues. Okay, yes, go away. Alright, Nas. You have quite the list here.
Clearly.
So, acted in accordance with orders? Yes. Directly contributed to saving lives? Yes. Acted above and beyond the call of duty? Yes.
Oh, hells yes.
Took unnecessary risks? Yes.
Yep.
So, I will have 3 dice from you.
Alrighty. And it rolled 4.
What?
I hit it again. I'm pretty certain at this point. It uses the last number of dice entered in the thing. I'll tell you what, I could just ignore any access. So that would be 2, 3. You gain 1 rep out of this.
Oh, just 1?
Yeah, because you had a negative influence, and the complication counts as a negative.
Aw.
It's you had one of those. I don't know whether to promote you, whether to pin a medal on you or put you up on charges situations. Although to be
Fair
honest,
enough.
I may actually. There are actually rules for medals in the command supplement, which I may be digging out at some point. I feel like you may have earned one.
Reputation up to 15.
Alrighty. Do you... Pinto.
Yes.
Let's go with a 1. Sure, I'll give you 2 dice rolls.
All right, I need to head out. However, for the spotlight and whatnot, I do nominate Vintot.
Alrighty. Vintot, go ahead and boost your rep by 2.
My rep?
So I will be heading out. Have a great day, everyone.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Vandrix, you're not getting a reputation roll.
Who?
Vandrix. I've got Vandrix's sheet up.
Oh.
Pharrell.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and give you 2 dice rolls as well. Actually, I'll give you 3. Give you a bit of credit for the viral pulse, even if it was only temporarily effective.
It was effective. It just had a bad consequence to it, or not really bad, just an unforeseen one.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's 2 reputation for you.
Brings me up to 18.
Might be in line for a promotion soon.
Yes.
And the good doctor gets 4.
Holy crap, 4? Damn.
You rolled well. Alright, so as far as spotlights go,
Yeah, I'm kind of with 10. I would. My top 2 choices obviously would be Nas or Vintot, but I agree with his choice for Vintot, seeing how he kept power up in a tough situation.
And there was also the whenever I was using that phaser, I think it was when we were first on the ground on the planet, I was doing really well with those area phasers.
You were?
that was no, that was in the viral thing.
Oh, well, still.
Um,
I thought I was doing pretty well with phasers on the ground, though.
Yeah,
I
that
think,
was during.
I think you had a pretty good episode overall.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the DM. I will bend rules. Spotlight. Milestones for Pharrell, Nas, Vintot. Yep. All 3 of you get a normal spotlight, and votes for all of you get a normal milestone, and votes are in for a spotlight.
I'd say Vintot.
Alrighty. Vantot, you lucky boy, you get an arc milestone.
Ooh. What does that mean?
That means you get a different list of things which you can do from a spotlight. You may choose a single attribute and increase it by 1. You may choose a single discipline and increase it by 1. You may gain an additional talent, gain an additional focus, gain an additional value, increase one of the ship's systems, increase one of the ship's disciplines, or add a new talent to the ship. Note that this is all adding stuff. There is no removal here.
How is an arc milestone achieved anyway? Again,
You get them every few spotlight milestones.
right.
This will be Vintot's 3rd spotlight.
I can only do one of any of those things, right?
Only one.
That's a lot of things. Think
I know what
about.
I like to do in your position, but it is up to you.
All I did was this.
Okay, well, what would I want to do? That's a lot of choices.
While you're thinking on that, what all could I do with a milestone again?
A normal milestone. You may increase one discipline and reduce another. You may change a focus. You may do one of these things for a supporting character. So that would be the helmsman. And you may save the milestone, which can then be used as a one-shot value without spending determination.
Can you repeat what I can do for a ship again? Sorry, I'm just...
You may increase one of the ship's systems, increase one of the ship's disciplines, or gain an additional talent.
Okay. Because what here's what's going through my mind. I like to see us go into a battle and not come out really, really damaged. Or at least less damaged. Well, and with that, that's my thought. What can I do to help that?
That is actually exactly what I would do in your position.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, the Nightingale is a lovely ship, but it's been taking a hell of a beating.
Oh yes, since day one.
So, talents which you can take. First up, Ablative Armor, which boosts your resists by 2.
Okay.
I like that.
Take it from 5 to 7.
Ooh.
Blade of Armor is tough stuff.
Advanced Shields. Your maximum shields go up by 5. So it would cap out at 18 instead of 13. Yep. Backup EPS conduits aren't super useful. I mean, they're circumstantially useful. Backup EPS conduits can potentially block losing power from breaches or, in this case, lacerator weapons. Fast targeting, improved damage control. Improved hull integrity is just resists go up by 1. It's not as good as ablative armor. There's no real reason to take it.
Yeah, I take ablative.
Yeah,
Ablative.
Ablative.
We want the shields, the advanced shields.
The other one, which I will mention here, other two actually, improved power systems. You gain 2 power per momentum spent instead of 1. And improved shield recharge. Whenever regenerate shields is successful, ship regains 3 points of shields plus 3 more for each momentum spent.
It's a lot of good choices right there.
So I'm thinking out of one of those last two, or blade of armor, or advanced shields. What do you guys think? And this is a ship-wide thing. I'd like to have your input.
I would go with the ablative armor, personally.
Same here.
I think that probably will give you the best bang for your buck at the moment.
A blade of armor it is.
You do also have the option of picking up quantum torpedoes, but...
Oh. But would that... Can we do that with a blade of armor, or is it one or the other?
One or the other.
A blade of armor.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Hopefully when we get to our Season 3, we might be able to get an upgrade to quantum torpedoes, but...
Right.
You can only get the additional
around.
talent
That's
once.
kind of around the corner. What was that you said, Lazu?
You can only get the bonus talent once. Because the number of talents is based off the scale of the ship. And basically the arc milestone only allows you to break that by 1. But hey look, you have a resistance of 7 now. Alright.
That adds something else for me to write about then, too.
And remind me again what all I can do with the milestone for just my character. I know you said something about other characters.
You can change your focus, or you can increase one discipline and reduce another. What I might possibly suggest, although it's really up to you, is possibly reduce medicine by 1 and boost your engineering.
Okay.
Because I've noticed quite often you find yourself in a situation where you want to do something which is more engineering than science.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Cool.
I mean, in Pharrell's history, he did help with something on the USS Galaxy that involved the engines, so it makes sense to have a little bit of an engineering background.
Alrighty, folks. Good stuff all around. And yes, next week, excitement awaits. Catch you later.
Take care.
And watch out for vampires. Are we off stream, Var?
Not yet.